What's up guys, it's Samir and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video, and in this video we will talk about Ismaila Sarr because Liverpool are preparing a huge bid for the Watford winger who put in an electric performance against Aston Villa, where Watford ran out 3-2 winners on the Premier League's opening day, and also Ismaila Sarr scored a great goal and he has been really good. So we will talk in detail about this report, and I want to say a huge thank you to OneFootball for sponsoring my channel for this month. OneFootball is the home of football, my favorite app. I've been using it for years. You can find all kinds of football news on there, and also you can find the stats, the latest transfer news. I've been going there almost every day checking the Liverpool transfer news because they combine the best and most interesting transfer news and football news. And you can find also interesting videos, stats, analysis, fantasy football tips, and all kinds of interesting football related content on the OneFootball apps, and it's completely free. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to download OneFootball using the link in the video's description, and you support the channel as well that way. First, we have to start off with tragic news. Fabinhos' father has passed away. This was confirmed by Fabinhos' wife and also by Liverpool FC. So my condolences to the Fabinho family, to his friends, and to everybody connected with Liverpool and Fabinho. The players and Jurgen Klopp are helping him in these tough times, and he should take all the time in the world that he needs to be properly ready. My condolences to Fabinho and his whole family and everybody connected with him. And Liverpool will make a late decision on Fabinho, whether he will play against Burnley or not. And Jurgen Klopp said, and I quote, "We gave Fabinho our condolences. It's a private situation. Fabinho is here and he's doing what he's able to do. We all fear for him and we are with him. He gave him all the warmth we have at this moment. The rest is private." And I think now that this whole year has been this whole last year has been pretty tragic for Liverpool FC, the Liverpool family, because Alisson's father passed away, Jurgen Klopp's mother passed away, and they both couldn't attend the funeral because of COVID restrictions, and now Fabinho's father has passed away. So this has been a really tough year for the Liverpool squad, and my thoughts and condolences are with everybody connected with Fabinho and his family and his friends. I think we should respect Fabinho, and he should mourn his father, and probably he should sit out the Burnley game, because I don't imagine he will be in the right frame of mind to play against Burnley, because he probably wants to just attend the funeral, mourn, and be with his family and his close friends. So I think we should respect Fabinho's wishes, and if he doesn't plan to play against Burnley for Liverpool, then he should just sit this one out, especially now that Thiago and Henderson are back in contention. I don't think there is any pressure for Fabinho to play this game. And according to various news outlets, Liverpool are reportedly readying a £40 million bid for Watford attacker Ismaila Sarr. We almost signed him last summer, but Diogo Jota was Liverpool's choice. Ismaila Sarr, because Watford asked for 40 million last summer, we thought that's a little bit too expensive, but now that Ismaila Sarr had a blistering season in the Championship, he scored 13 goals in 40 games in total, and also he started off the Premier League season with a goal and a scintillating performance. Liverpool are interested in Ismaila Sarr. According to Transfer Market, Web, and other news outlets, Liverpool have rekindled their interest in Ismaila Sarr. Of course, he was linked with the Liverpool switch last summer. He ended up remaining at Watford. That was a good decision for him, but now I think he is ready for a big club. He's ready for the Premier League, and I think the forward position is the position where Liverpool need to strengthen the most. Shaqiri also is not in the squad. He's not training, so he probably is in talks with Lyon for a transfer move, and because Shaqiri is allowed to go, there will be one space left in the foreign players squad quota, so Ismaila Sarr could fill that void, could fill that gap. It's a big question whether this time Watford would accept 40 million. Last summer it was enough, it would have been enough for him. to join Liverpool, but in the end Liverpool decided against signing Ismaila Sarr. We went for Diogo Jota, and I think that was a good decision overall. And I think once Shaqiri makes the move to Lyon, things will start speeding up, because Liverpool have more than enough money to secure the services of Ismaila Sarr, and he's at the perfect age. He's very good friends with Sadio Mane. He's also a Senegal international teammate of Sadio Mane. He's only 23 years old. He's lightning fast, 185 centimeters tall, and as I said, he already had a brilliant season at Watford, scoring 13 goals. And also remember, he scored 2 goals in the Premier League, where Watford stopped Liverpool's incredible unbeaten run of something like 40 something games. We went unbeaten, and Watford beat us for 3-0, and Ismaila Sarr scored 2 goals, and he was a really awesome player in that game. So I think since then Liverpool have been big fans of him. The one big problem with Ismaila Sarr's transfer is that we want to mitigate the risk of losing Salah and Mane in the Africa Cup of Nations in January to the Africa Cup of Nations tournament. So now adding Sarr wouldn't solve that problem. It would create a new one, because then Liverpool would miss 3 attackers from the squad. Diogo Jota and Bobby Firmino are decent players, but them alone wouldn't solve Liverpool's problem, where we are missing 3 of our best attackers for a month. So maybe Liverpool should sign somebody else, but I'm not sure if there are many attacking players on the market who Liverpool can buy or are able to buy. Now that Shaqiri probably will go to Lyon for 10 to 12 million, Liverpool will have earned around 55 to 60 million pounds from player sales alone. So that more than covers the Konate transfer, and also it covers the Ismaila Sarr transfer, and probably Liverpool will have still some money left over for future transfers. And I'm sure Ismaila Sarr would want to win many trophies, because the only trophy so far that he has won is a French Cup with Rennes. He started off his career at Metz in the French league, where he scored 5 goals in his first season in 2016-17, and then he scored 5 goals for Rennes, and then he scored 13 goals for Rennes in 50 games. That was his breakthrough season, and after that he was transferred to Watford, where he had a pretty decent first season in the Premier League at just like 21 years old. To score 6 goals in 30 games is not bad, but then in the Championship he scored 13 goals, and he was one of the main reasons why Watford straight away bounced back into the Premier League after getting relegated. And both Shaqiri and Ben Woodburn have missed training recently, which indicates that they are very close to securing a transfer to Lyon and other clubs. Woodburn is close to agreeing a deal with Hearts, and of course Shaqiri already agreed personal terms with Lyon. It's just Liverpool and Lyon need to agree on a price, something that hasn't been done yet. But I think that once that is done, then we will start seeing things speed up. I think Liverpool are still going to sign one more player. I'm still pretty convinced. Otherwise, why would we sell Shaqiri if that was not the case? Selling Shaqiri and replacing him with no one doesn't make any sense to me. So I still think Liverpool will sign an attacking player. Ismaila Sarr would certainly fit the bill, but I'm not sure now that the season is on the way how much Watford would be willing to let, how much for would Watford be willing to let him go. And it looks like Jurgen Klopp is holding up the Ben Woodburn to Hearts loan move, which could become a permanent transfer later. It looks like right now Jurgen Klopp wants to use Woodburn against Burnley and Chelsea, or at least he wants him to be on the bench as an option. He said that Woodburn right now is a Liverpool player still, and also the Hearts manager, Robin Nelson, said Ben Woodburn is keen to come here and we are keen to get him, but right now he's a Liverpool player, so we need to wait for them to make a decision. He's a player we have been watching for a while now, and we are trying to get him in, but the deal is not done, so we just have to wait and see. So it looks like maybe Jurgen Klopp just wants him as an insurance policy. before all the players are up to speed, and also before maybe Liverpool sign another player. And Jurgen Klopp also confirmed in his pre-match press conference that both Henderson and Thiago are in contention to play Burnley. He said they are much closer, yes, they look fine, and now we have to make the decision. They looked really good in the game and looked good in the training week, so it's up to me to make some decisions. And of course, I expect probably one of them to play against Burnley from the start, maybe even both of them. I mean, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Naby Keita, they played quite well. James Milner was injured, or I heard he's injured now. So I think Henderson will probably start because he's Liverpool captain, and Naby Keita will probably start, and maybe one of Thiago or Oxlade-Chamberlain will be the third midfielder. I think Fabinho will be given the weekend off just so he can properly recover mentally, or at least get better, a little bit better mentally after his father passed away, which is such terrible, tragic news. And what do you think about the new VAR rules that are implemented this season in the Premier League? I can certainly see the benefit of it already, and Mike Riley, the chief referee, has said that last season, if this season's rules would have been implemented last season, then we would have seen 20 goals allowed. And Liverpool got so many goals disallowed because of marginal offside goals called by VAR, where a toenail or a hair was offside. And Mark Riley said one of the benefits we have next season, he says this season, is reintroducing the benefit of the doubt to the attacking players. So where you have those really close offside situation, we will carry on with the same process. We will draw a 1 pixel line of the defending player and one on the attacking player. When they overlay the slightly broader lines we use for broadcast and where they cross, then that will now be deemed onside. If you look at it, we will probably get 20 goals back that were disallowed last season, and I think that's a really good thing for football. And I mean, why was it even implemented that way in the first place? Why was it that if the lines were just like a fraction, one of them was a fraction ahead of the other, what they were overlapping pretty much, like 90%, it was called offside? How could you still think that is properly offside when the original offside rule is if it's level, then you should, or if there is any doubt, you should give it to the attacking team? And I just don't understand why it was implemented this way. But thankfully the huge backlash and the huge uproar by the fans, pundits, media, everybody made the referees rethink this VAR situation, because look at how it was used during the Euros. Mainly it was pretty seamless and pretty quick, and also there were not many like very controversial calls and very controversial offside decisions, and that's what we want to see. We don't want VAR, we don't want football to be all about VAR. We want it to be about the attacking play, goals, and quick football and seamless football. We don't want to sit 2 minutes waiting for the VAR to make their minds up. And Joel Matip gave an interview to the official Liverpool website saying that it's wonderful to be back out there on the pitch with supporters. It's just great to be back and to do the things you love. It was quite good to come through a whole pre-season to get prepared as well as possible, but with the long break I had before, it was also necessary to get some sessions in my legs. We spent a lot of time on and off the pitch together, and I think even if the opponent starts strong, we always stay together and believe in ourselves and our teammates, and we know we can come back. And Anfield will be full again this weekend against Burnley, and Matip said, I think most of the games at home you always feel the extra push from fans. If you go the extra meter, the audience will give you credit for this, and it will help you, and this always pushes you for every meter and every second you are on the pitch. It's always amazing there, but after this long time, a proper Premier League game. It will be something special. Burnley have their special kind of play and they stick to it. They are a hard-working team. They fight for every centimeter and they stick to their plan. I think it's a big difference to Norwich, and there are different kind of styles you play against the Premier League, in the Premier League. That's also special about it. It's a little bit harder and tougher in the challenges, but we know them. I think there will never be a lot of room for errors in the Premier League in any season. Every mistake could be a really big one in the end, but that's the Premier League. It is not only like that this season, it's all the seasons before. You always have to be on your top level in every game and in each situation, otherwise you get quickly punished. It will be an exciting season and I'm really looking forward to it. I think that was a brilliant interview by Matip, and that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, have a nice day, see you later, goodbye.